Wars are fought on battlefields, right? But wait, they're also fought through words. Every government wants to convince the world that it is winning. And that is exactly what we are seeing now. Iran has made a bold political claim following the recent regional development here. According to the Iranian state media, Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher, he said the latest memorandum of understanding represented both a political and military setback for the US and Israel. In fact, he argued that the whole argument effectively forced Washington and Tel Aviv to acknowledge the role of Iran's regional allies, often referred by Tehran as the axis of resistance. Now, these remarks were made during meeting with Yemen's Vice President Mohammed al-Nuami. Now, think about why these remarks are important here. Whenever senior leaders publicly describe an argument as a victory, they are sending two messages. One message is meant for the international community. The other one is meant for the people inside their own country. Well, every government wants to show strength. Every government wants to convince its supporters that its policies are working. That is why statements like these are closely watched by diplomats around the globe. Now, this phrase, particularly axis of resistance, it has been used by Iran for years now to describe its network of regional allies. Now, for Tehran, these groups are part of its broader security strategy here. But yes, for the US and several of its allies, these same groups remain a major source of instability across West Asia. Well, this difference in perspective, it is exactly why tensions continue to remain high. Even when diplomatic discussions take place, the war of narratives continue. Every side claims success. Every side represents its own version of events. And that makes it even more difficult to understand where the whole region is actually heading. But yes, Iran's political messaging, it does not end there. Well, just when many believed that West Asia was beginning to calm down, another warning has emerged. And this time it is from Yemen. Well, for years, the Houthis have remained one of the most powerful armed groups in the whole region. Backed by Iran, they have repeatedly launched missiles and drones targeting military installations and strategic infrastructure. In fact, their actions have kept the entire region on the edge and complicated efforts to restore long-term peace. And now, the same Houthis, they have once again issued fresh warnings to Saudi Arabia. That's right, according to reports, tensions escalated after Saudi Arabia warned the Houthis against carrying out the further attacks. Then, in response, Houthi spokesperson Yahya Sari, he warned that if Yemen comes under attack, the group would target Saudi airports and another strategic location. And at the very same time, newly released videos reportedly showed Houthi fighters training inside an extensive underground tunnel network and preparing for future combat operations. Now think about what this really means. Every new warning, every new military video, and every new threat makes the entire region even more unpredictable here. Now, for Saudi Arabia, protecting airports, protecting the oil facilities, and protecting major cities has always been one of the biggest security priorities. Now, because these are not just important for the kingdom, they are important for the global economy. Any disruption to Saudi's infrastructure, it can affect the prices, in fact, global market and international trade. And that is why countries across the world continue to watch every single development involving Houthis very closely. Here, military experts say that the tunnel footage released by the group, it is also significant. In fact, underground networks provide protection from airstrikes and allow the fighters to move equipments without being easily detected here. And this has become a strategy used in several modern conflicts connected to Iran. For ordinary people who are living in the region, every new threat simply increases uncertainty. Families hope for peace. Businesses hope for stability, but repeated warnings make the entire future even more difficult to achieve here. And yes, while the Houthis are issuing military threats, Iran is making a very different claim here. Tehran now says that recent events have exposed what it describes as a major setback for both America and Israel.